I got this big bag of fabric scraps and notions at my local thrift store for $25.99, which is a lot. Normally I wouldn't pay that much. But I actually sort of looked through what the bag had, and based on what I would normally pay for stuff, I felt like I was paying what I would normally pay, just all at once. Let's see what we got. This looks like embroidery material. Yep. Blue. And what seems to be a fairly large piece of this regular sort of yellowish. I checked and it's about a yard with a piece cut out. A large piece of very soft flannel. No markings or anything, so let's see what size it is. So it looks to be about 2 1/4 yards. It would be, great for a blanket backing. I would just have to decide what to make the other side, though I have plenty of red fabric, so we'll see. Since the edges aren't done, it's clearly fabric, but I've always seen these as blankets. And you can see the flower, so it's a patterned, as far as I know, you just would make it a blanket, right? If you have any other ideas, let me know. Let's see how much there is of it. Okay, it's about 2 yards long, and it's about 100 inches wide, give or take an inch or two. It has some staining. It is a little dirty. This edge is done up. Like I said, if you have any suggestions, especially if you have an idea for the best way to clean it, just let me know. Thanks. Next. Basic gray grunge from Moda. Kind of boring. Not my favorite. Looks to be about a yard that's been cut into. So it's sort of a beigey yellow with some silvery gray and white. Next. It's a twill. And I love the color. It's not a very big piece though. It'd be great for using in a purse or a pillowcase, of course, but I like orange and I have a couple of orange things, orange clothing, and this might be like great for that. So I'll think about it. I just wish it was a little bigger, but it's a big enough size for either of those two things. I wish this was bigger because it is really pretty. And it is super soft. But I'm not quite sure what I would do with it. Give a suggestion if you have any. Sleeve? I guess. Baby Yoda. Or I think there was another one. I didn't watch the series, so don't, come at me. But it's about a yard and it has been cut into. It is cute though, so I'm not quite sure what I'll do with it. We'll see. Next. I'm not sure what this fabric's called. But basically you would just use it to make blankets, like lightweight baby blankets. It feels very nice. And it seems like there's an awful lot of it. Let's see how much there is. So it's about 4 yards long and about 54 inches wide. So a huge amount to work with. I don't have any idea what to use with it right now. It's kind of a orangey yellow, almost a peachy yellow. So it's not going to match white very well. so I'd have to use sort of off colors with it, so I'll have to think about it. Next. Oh. Okay, it's got some paint, I guess, on it. There's a lot that hasn't been touched, so I could still use it. It's very wide. It's about a yard long. Lots of stains so that I'd have to cut around. But, you know, I can work with it. Lots of stains. I don't know. It's kind of gross. I think I'm going to wash it before I look at it again. Oh. It's sewn together. So it's... You know, it could be like the edging to a dress or something. And here's a small piece. It's cute fabric. I wish there was a little bit more of it. A couple patterns came with this. This. I kind of like that. I might try to make that one. More bags. Heavier duty bags. That's actually kind of nice because I've been getting so much fabric to make bags with that getting a couple patterns for bags is awesome. A cute little fat quarter. Good colors. And a perfectly good yellow fat quarter. So $2.22 originally. It appears to be half a yard. Just a cute paisley. Some type of screen print. It's a gray with some minty turquoisey greens. Very cute. This is like what you would use on a dance costume. Gold and silver stars. Let's see how much there is. So there's about a yard and a half. I guess I could see if my niece would like it and make her something like a tutu kind of a thing out of it. Maybe. A lime green. It looks like it's probably half a yard. Yeah, I'd go with half a yard. It's a nice color. It looks like there's some other matching fabrics in here. So, we'll see. Okay, it's got a 4-way stretch. It's spandexy and it kind of feels like more like a rayon. I love the color. Now, it's only about a yard, unfortunately, but it is 60 inches wide, so I really like the color. And it feels amazingly nice. That's why I think it might be a rayon. Let me look at something. So it is long enough I could maybe make a skirt out of it. We'll see. This looks like a tablecloth, but... Honestly, I think this might be a tablecloth. Because the ends are done, and it's... You know, it's got clear ending parts. I like it though. It's like one of those hanging things you could buy at like the Renaissance fairs and whatnot. And they usually want like a fair amount of money for those. So I feel by just the price of the thing itself, I got my money's worth because I've always wanted one. I just never wanted to pay for one. I'm not sure the green blue quite matches my decor, but the orange would. So... It looks like it's about 2 yards wide by about at least 3 yards long. It's a pretty large piece of fabric. And it's got some elephants. So that's pretty nice. I'm happy. Next. Okay, I was like, okay, snakeskin, but let's actually look at the other side. Why, yes, it is gold. I don't even know what I would do with this. It's very thin material. Designed exclusively for Joann. It seems like a really delicate fabric, like you wouldn't want to wash it. So you wouldn't want to make clothes or anything out of it. You'd want to make something that you just would look at and not touch. And I don't know what that would be. Suggestions? It's like a silver lame kind of fabric. It's about 2 yards. Very shiny. I guess if I could put it in the Halloween costume fabric pile. I mean, I'm not going to wear anything using this fabric. It's too late for that. But it's actually pretty nice for what it is. Next, some more silver fabric. Whew. Very shiny. It looks to be about a yard, I would say. I guess I could use this and the other one for like some Barbie dresses. I mean, it feels nice for what it is, so. Next. I love this fabric. It is so pretty. It looks like it's about half a yard. Oops. David Textiles. Oh. Originally $2.22 for half a yard. I wish they had bought a little more because I love the colors and the design. They bought it 2 years ago, so it may be available somewhere. I guess I'll look. Let's look at the bias tapes I got real quick. Okay, here's bits and pieces. Some blue, pink, green, 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 brown a bit. This is taffeta in black. 2-inch wide, interesting. Blue, some twill tape, some corded piping, and some of that lace facing. Green, blue, and black. And then randomly this thing, I'm actually not sure what this is. Maybe it's like a where you stick it on and then you can move the things up and down the cord to tighten it and loosen it. Probably. I don't want to open it right now to find out. So just some appliques, some random notions. And a couple of buttons. This is a heavier weight, sort of polyester. Let's see. It has a fair amount of two-way stretch, maybe a slight amount the other direction, but not really. So I'd say two-way stretch. And it's right at about a yard. It's a really nice sort of lighter navy blue. I mean, for a yard, it's a little bit tougher to use for me. And it looks like it might have a stain on it. Right there. So it'll have to go in the wash pile. I'm not quite sure what I would use it for. It's just not quite big enough for me. But maybe something for my niece or my kiddo. Next, Liberty Bell. Harry's fabric department. I have never heard of a Harry. So a yard for $1.39. Doesn't look like it's been cut into. Does have a little bit of staining. Looks like maybe a little bit of rust. Ugh. I'll try washing it. It kind of like has a 70s vibe to it. Maybe 80s. I think it's just the design of the bell. Let me know what you think. Next, I've actually seen this one in the store. It's cute. Little birdhouses and birds. It looks like it was half a yard and it's been cut into. My little shoe, maybe? Not a ton to work with, but if I was making a lap quilt, this would probably work with that. A nice purple. with some stuff on it, unfortunately. It looks to be about a yard, which is nice. It's a nice purple. I'm definitely going to have to wash it because it has some kind of weird staining on it. So I get a lot of laundry out of this haul, which, I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I'll have to figure out what that yellow stuff is. I think I have some of this. Well, it's been folded over and sewn, so I don't know if the idea was, I don't know why they did that, to be honest. I'm not sure why you would sew it down, because if you're going to make a quilt out of it, you'd want the parts you sewed down to sew to the other quilt blocks, right? If you know, let me know, because I don't know. But it's cute. I mean, they match. It's a good start to a quilt, right? Clearly Easter. I don't think I'm going to use this one. It's about a yard. I'll maybe see if I can trade or sell it. I mean, it's really cute, but I just don't do Easter stuff. But it has some really cute colors, so it'd be really easy to use in a quilt. So, I don't know, half of a fat quarter-ish. Cute colors. Probably was half a yard, I guess. No, it was probably a yard, and now it's about half a yard. I think I might have some more. I know I have this in a different color. You know, it's a really cute little easy to match pattern. So this will be easy to use in other quilt stuff. Next. Cute. It's about a yard. Yeah, I would say about a yard. Maybe slightly more. Let's see. VIP Cranston Printworks, 100% cotton. Just because of the colors, it kind of makes me think of a 90s print, but it's very cute. So did you think this haul was worth $25.99? I hope so, because I was on the fence a little bit, but there was a couple things in there that I was like, I think the totality of it all makes it worth $25.99. But give me your opinion. And if you enjoyed this video, I have an entire playlist of just fabric hauls that I've linked to right here in my video. Thanks!